Good question. Now, some of you have got leaves stuck on your work. Others have got paper. You cut out things and stuck them on. You can. It's your choice, really, whether you try and remove them. Might not be easy as some of the designs, or you let them burn off in the kiln.
So it does burn.
Certainly with things like newspaper, if you've cut out things from that, put them on, that can be quite interesting. Because the edges of the newspaper often start to lift and let a little bit of smoke in around the edge in that way. The centre of it, quite often then there's a bit of resist going on and can give you a sort of mottled effect, but you know, I can't promise, but certainly if you are trying to do that, you might want to have a slightly... no, I think it should be alright. You've already put the slip on it. No, that's fine. You know, I was going to say, you can adjust the thickness of the slip layer when you're playing with that, if you're doing it yourself, to actually sort of manipulate some of those techniques. Quite often with a thinner slip, which is really what we put on yesterday, it will all burn away and you'll get a nice clear black there or something like that. The thing you do have to watch is when you're dipping, if there are, and check this with any masking tapes like this as well, that all the edges are fairly well down on there. If you see any lifted, just try and push them down using a cocktail stick or something like that. And the same if you've got any newspaper things like this. Just have a look, and if there's any obviously ones that are going to let glaze get underneath, just try and hold them down a bit, or like that, and to stop the glaze getting underneath. Otherwise it'll go where there isn't any slip, of course. Like there's a little gap there, which you just push that down. Yeah, just check, because quite often it will start lifting off. Okay, if you can just push it down, that will be much better. So just to stop the glaze getting underneath, and then being in an area where there isn't any slip to stop it sticking to the pots. Okay, all right, carry on with that. That's good. Slip trailer. I demonstrated this yesterday. There's a couple. Oh yes, one there and this one here. That seemed to be a reasonable size nozzle. I think that's the only nozzle that fits that one, but there are other sizes here which you can play with. Just give that a little bit of a stir in a minute, and that will be all right for you to carry on with, either with the slip trailing or take it outside and just splatter over the slip.
So is that a different glaze to that?
It is a different glaze. This is it is glazed with Gursley borate in it. It's got a frit 65%, Gursley borate 35%, which is why it's pink. And it's the gravity of this is 1.5, probably a bit more actually, and that's about 1.4.
Is there any reason you're using that for the slip trailing, or it just happens to be?
You want a bit thicker one for slip trailing. Yeah. Well, I find you could use the very thin one through a very fine nozzle, but I think this one seems to work better.
Yeah, this holds its shape.
Seems to be about optimum. You could have it even a little bit thicker than this. Seems to work okay. But as I was saying yesterday, just get used to the amount of pressure you need on this. You know, try it out back your hand or something on something else first, just to make sure you don't squeeze it and it shoots everywhere, or nothing's happening at all. You know, it's quite a fine pressure you need to get used to on there. Okay, so we're around.